let's try on this new NYX Ultimate Vintage Jean Baby Eyeshadow Palette. This retails for $20, which is not cheap, and you can get it at your local Ulta's, Target, or any other place that carries NYX products. Here are the swatches. I would say that they are not super pigmented as they are advertised when you swatch them. However, I actually like them on the eyes. Here are the other skin tones that you can see them on, but they don't really show anything light as me, so I figured I'd go ahead and show you how it looks on me. So a good test for me is always how a white does. If it's too chalky or thin, it doesn't show up on me, and this one actually is a really good, very pigmented white. And then the shimmer shade is also really, really good. I was afraid it would be like cheap glitter, and it's really not. It is a little bit see-through so that it puts a layer of glitter sort of over everything, kind of like the new Natasha Denona ones, but you know, obviously not that nice. Okay, one of the reasons I actually like this palette and I reach for a lot is this sort of brown taupe color. It is a great crease shade for me. It is nice and neutral, not warm, not cool, and really no fallout. I actually really appreciate that it's not, the shadows aren't so powdery that they're just falling out all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna try this pink, sort of mauve color, and we'll see how it does. So this one's got a lot of pigment. This is one that when I was swatching it, I would say it seemed like it was not gonna have a lot of pigment, but on the eye, it works out great. And I actually got a lot of payout just from a little bit of a tap in there. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it, but you don't really see it. So I really, of course, am always going to be interested in these sort of shimmer shades. That's kind of my deal. And that blue metallic shimmer is always going to be what I choose. So since this is supposed to be a mostly blue palette, I really want to test that. So I get the feeling from these shimmers that picking it up with your finger is probably the best way to go. Even then, they're not, you kind of need to go at them a couple times. They're not super, super ultra pigmented and thick, so you're not going to overdo it. You do need to kind of keep going, but that also means there's less fallout. I can't imagine it would be good with a brush at all. This really, for me, is definitely a finger palette when it comes to any of the shimmers. But I think they actually do a really good payout when you play with them, especially for the price. Now, $20 is not cheap, but in today's economy, it's not terrible for 16 different colors. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a wing with the darker shimmer, and I did want to bring up this. Okay, so see these little blue marks? These are supposed to be face colors. I don't understand. I think it's because they're doing more like makeup artistry stuff. You're not supposed to put those on your eyes. But like, look at, I mean, that's blue. Where are you gonna put that on your face? I mean, again, if you're doing art, maybe, but you know, your average person, that's not gonna happen. This pink is actually a really pretty, maybe sort of cheek color, so we're gonna give that a try. It is really, really pigmented, and so it sticks to, you know, my foundation. And I mean, I already have blush. I don't really need it that way, but I figured I'd give it a try. It's fine, like, all right, whatever's. So, but I wanted to try these darker colors. I wanted these on my eyes. That's why I bought this. So, I mean, like, where else are you going to put that on your face? Again, most of us are not, you know, I don't get it. Make everything safe for eyes. Why would you not? I don't get it. So I'm going to be bad and I'm going to put this on my eye anyway. It says you can put it on your temple. Well, that's like, it's close to my temple. I sort of missed a little. I think just don't get these in your eye, you know, don't stick your finger in your eye with these, you know, you might, like, I don't know, you might have a reaction or something. And honestly, like, don't do that with normal eyeshadow either. So at any rate, this is a really pretty color, and in order to fully use this palette the way I wanted to, I kind of need to use those dark, dark blues. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the look. A little bit of eyeliner, And I think that looks pretty good. Really like the way that this blue actually is a wearable blue. I'm doing a little bit of cleanup, but that's because of my eyeliner, not because there was a bunch of fallout. Okay, do a little bit of mascara, and I do want to add just a little more color. I do have hooded eyes because I'm 48, and I do lose a little bit of the color in the crease. So I do like to go in afterwards and add a little bit of sparkle on the inside and then a little bit of extra on the upper brow bone, just to make sure that that color doesn't just get lost. It doesn't get swallowed up by my deep set eyes. Okay, I think this looks good. I'm actually really happy with this, and this I think is a pretty wearable look for anybody who's really wanting to wear blue, and especially a cool blue palette, but you don't want to look like Barbie. So I actually really like this palette. I use that brown and then the whites quite a lot, and I really like that shimmery blue in it, just for a little pop of color somewhere else. Not a lot of fallout. $20, not cheap, but it is cheaper than a lot of similar palettes. And I think if you're just looking for a good blue palette, this is a great choice. All right, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.